here, we could have that taken care of and in the back. And that's what's one good thing about a team. Like you got to have people helping you. You got to have systems set up if you want to grow and scale. So, you know, practicing what I teach. And to have that taken care of. All right. So I'm gonna not make that go. Okay, I don't want to hear that. So I'm live over there. All right. Now let's go back to me. Oh, did I just mess something? All right, no. Okay. Where is Henry? I am scaling. Hey, I am live now on YouTube. Good. Hey, I'm on here by myself today in the studio, so I'm trying to do the shuffling. So welcome, a little bit of a sneak peek, day 4, and offer up challenge, which I'm calling different names depending on who I'm talking to, but helping entrepreneurs and business owners scale, grow their company into a sellable asset. And I am referring to the service industry, home service pros, contractors that go out to houses. We all go out to the house and we want to sell something to the homeowner. If this is you, this message is for you. All right. And I'm teaching people how to sell, how to scale, how to create a better environment for the company. And I was about to teach this lesson, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go live on YouTube. I want you guys to see it too. I know you didn't sign up for the whole lesson for this weekend. Well, you can't have it unless you sign up for it. But you can get a little peep at it. So I'm going to share just a little bit, then I'm going to cut it off again. All right. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Yesterday, I just cut off my whole Zoom, like boom, all the way to the end, and that was it. And so today, just a little bit what we were teaching is the value of a continuity offer. Continuity is something that's a recurring revenue month by month. If you're a home service professional, like heating and air conditioning, that might be easy. You have a membership, you come out once a month, they do a free furnace tune-up inspection or whatever. People seem to value that pretty good. You can even charge, you get away with charging $100, $200 to come out. And people go, oh, yeah, yeah, open the pocketbook, let's go. It's because people have accepted that, but they have not accepted it as their general rule in the contractor world, in the contractor industry. So for roofers to go out and charge $50 for repair is ridiculous. And we've been doing that for a long time. Currently, I think we have dropped it just for different reasons, but the problem is you get everybody and their neighbor to say, come on out, just give me a price, and they're not really serious. And what happens is it makes your guys overly busy and they become frustrated. And so what we do, we start getting busy, we start going back and we start making them pay the $49, or we have a special if they remember, $20. So that makes it a little bit easier for them, or it's the value. You have to be able to sell. Anyway, so that's what we're talking about. It can fund your marketing. All right, systems, we're talking about systems. So today we're talking about systems and how you need to have systems in place. And I'm just about ready, was about ready to start teaching on the 4 levels of learning. And if you don't teach on the 4 levels of learning in your company to your client, you're going to miss out a lot of people. So you need to know what to teach, how to teach, when to say to something. It's like yesterday I was talking about, we were talking about selling, right? We start right here. Sales talk is like all straight in line. You want to get everybody down here. This is called the close. Yay, you sold them. Everything worked well, right? Before that, you had to give them a demonstration. So you demo, what does your product do? That's like the biggest part. Sales talk is in the front. Words you say, words you don't say. Right here is called fact finding. This is where you look for their problem, check it out, survey, take photos, and all that, right? So you have to understand the 4 parts of sales in selling, and do not go back and forth. When you are here, you will never go back to here. When you are in the close, you never have the sales talk ever, or you won't get them sold. So same as that for the sales system, we have something for learning, the 4 levels of learning. 4 levels learning. When you teach other people. The lowest level, I'm going to come way down here to about here. The lowest level is called tactics. Did I spell that right? Tactics. All right. It's the what to do. So you tell people what to do. It's a tactical. So we want to have, people talk about strategic planning. So it's like playing a game of chess. So people are very strategic. That good chess players, it goes the same within business. What are your next 4 moves before you even go? And if you're really good, you got to see your opponent's 4 moves. So looking out to your competition, if you say that's your competition, and you see what they're trying to do, it will take you out, of course, if you're going to play that game. But in real life, we need to be strategic as well as tactical. So when I'm strategic, I'm doing 4 moves, very strategic, but tactical, I am going to move this pawn and blow that paper out of the air, whatever it is, right? So tactics is what I do. Strategies. Number 2, strategies. Can you guys all see that? It's coming up. I can't even read myself here. It's reading. I don't know if this is. I hope you guys are reading this. I hope the camera is turning this to the right direction. Right now, when I'm looking at it, it's all written backwards. Oh my goodness. Can you believe this? I wonder if it's doing it right. Hopefully, guys, I'll look at my video later. So if you can't read it, I'm sorry. It is tactics number 1 and strategies number 2. You can write it down as we go. I'll go slow. All right, it's the when and the why. So the chess player always knows the when and the why. They know the end goal, take out the king, take out the queen, wipe out the game, right? When, the why. All right, the next level is the principles. I'm going to skip a line. 3 principles. Principles. I spelled that wrong. There's no I in there. All right, fine. Principles. You all know what that means when I say principles. What is principles? Principles is the law that governs everything, right? The universe did not create itself. I think of them as God's automation. That's what I think. So God set up the automation. If we go and read a little bit from Genesis 1, how God created the heavens, it says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Why was I pausing? I was thinking, do I teach it here? Do I teach the next one? Okay, this is going to kind of flow into the next one anyway. All right. And the earth was without form and was void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of the God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. So he was setting up the automation. And I did start into the next lesson. Oh, my goodness. Okay, stop. All right. Principles are, I think of them as God's automation. What's a principle? Principle is designed to do something. How can I even explain it clearly? I have to look it up. No, I don't have to. You know what principles are? It's God's automation. It's like so the next lesson was I was going to say like gravity. Gravity always works. It never stops working. So a principle is an idea in work or a philosophy, something that you do that works every time. It works for you. It works for me. It works for everybody. It doesn't know who. It doesn't matter who it is. As long as you keep doing, as you do this thing, it will work for you. You have to just keep doing that thing, and you have to know what that one thing is. In business and in life, there's some things that happen always. It's certain attitudes, certain words, scripts that you say, and just a tone that you use, all flow into a principle, strategy, tactic. All right, next one. I got to move on to the next one. I keep going into essence. Next one is essence. All right. Skip one again. Essence. Now you got me doubting myself. Essence. What is essence? Essence is the lawgiver. Teaching from essence means it's the character. I might as well just read it to you because I got it written down for myself. It's easier if I just read it. The character, the nature, and the iteration of God, meaning coming from a place of holiness, right? Holiness is God's identity. God said, I am the God. There is only one God. I am the God. That's what he was saying. So he was just saying, I am that I am. I am the only one. It's me. It's I. Okay, just follow me along a little bit. I know this kind of caused confusion for some people. All right, I had to look at this and just try to get it through my head to hope they can get it clear so you can understand it. So when you teach from this level, it's from your true identity. No, you're not like Tony Robbins. No, you're not like John Maxwell. We got his books over here. I like you, John. John Maxwell's got a lot of books. All right. Um, I like these books. Why am I even displaying his books? What else do I have over here? Bob Proctor, not about the money. John Maxwell, Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Thinking, right there. That was one of those books on one of my very first books that I read uh, on outside of church or the Bible. In church one day they said, we want to tell you guys that be careful about this positive thinking. There's this positive thinking thought going around that you think positive and everything just happens. We don't want to be those kind of people that just follow all these strange teachings, so be careful. And Henry, as he was thinking outside the box, goes, oh, that's my lead into the outside world. I want to know what he's talking about. I bought that book, and I don't know if it's this book or not, but I bet you it is. Now I got really off track here. I don't know when I bought that. It's yellow. Pages are yellowish. Um, when did I buy this? This was an old book. What this book can do for you. Here's some of the content. Believe in yourself. A peaceful mind generates power. Woo! How to have constant energy. Try power. Try prayer power. Wow. I need to read this book again. It's been a long time. Oh my goodness, it's fine print. No wonder I didn't want to read it. Anyway, so I read this book and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so amazing. He's very spiritual about it, teaching about the spirit and the spiritual world. This is going to be on your list today for the follow-up for the books to read. I purposely didn't put the books down because I was going to choose some from the bookshelf, and this is the one. So this is one I highly, highly recommend everybody get. It's by Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Thinking. All right, got that out of the way. Where was I going? Okay, teach from your true identity, not like anyone else. Don't try to be like anyone else because ain't no one there, right? No one's going to be there. So we try to imitate someone else. I know my boys, they like to auctioneer, and when they were going to school, they would imitate, they would copy, meaning copy someone else, just auctioneer just like them to try to get a rhythm going with them. 1, 10, 25, now 30, 30, 30. Would you say 30? Ha ha, I'm not a good auctioneer. But anyway, you get the idea. Then I took the one to auction school and he had to completely change his chant. He's like, how can I do that? It's just horrible. But he would practice and he would practice. He became so good. Today, we were just recently at an auction, a school benefit auction, and he's auctioneering. And when he was helping just for fun and kicks and giggles, and they want people to volunteer and donate their time as much as possible, donation for the school. And people were like, wow, he is clear. Does he auctioneer? No, he doesn't auctioneer. What does he do? Oh, he does some other contracting work. And they were like, man, I would like to have him auctioneer. And then he's thinking, yeah, I should auctioneer. I really should. I really should. Keeps thinking about it. But you know what? Holding him back is the fear of the unknown or the fear of the future, because he's probably going to have to step down and pay for a little bit until he gets his new business built back up. But then he's going to go above and beyond because he will be then working from essence, because that's who he is. He's got that gift, right? He's also doing another contracting. He can do that, but I don't think it's going to scale like his true identity of auctioneering. Anyway, I don't know if he's going to watch this or not, but hey, Joe, you're good. So keep doing it, and someday you'll be a master at it. And I think you'll really make it go into that business if you want to search further. Okay, so all right, if we are teaching from essence, you have to teach from this essence. I'm not putting a lot of pictures, drawings up on the board, so I'm trying to speak picture words to you. All right, there is no one over your assignment, and you don't need anybody else's assignment. What that means is you're not like Tony Robbins, you're not like John Maxwell. I am not like any of you. I am Henry Sworey. So if I teach from my true self, my true identity, the way I slur some words, the way my humor comes forth, or the way I appear sometimes, you're trying to figure out, is he cocky? Who is he? Like, I have to let that all go, and I have to let you determine whatever you want about me. I have to teach the way it flows to me or through me, and just let it rip, right? It's my character to you. Thank you. If I can be myself, you know how free I am? There's an old saying, there's a quote, but I don't know who said that. If I want to be free, I have to be me. Not the way my children think I should be, not the way my wife thinks I should be, not the way my friends think I should be. If I want to be free, I need to be me, the way I think I should be. All right. Sometimes people might say things to you and to me like, hey, I don't like that. Hey, I don't like that. Is it wrong? If it's not wrong, then maybe it doesn't matter. Like you might come off at a sharp edge. Good. Knives got sharp edges, and there will be a time for cutting when people will come to that knife and they will say, I need a good steak knife. And you'll be around, I will be around, known as the steak knife. If I only am used once a week as a steak knife, who cares? People want steak knives and they will go searching for them. I don't need to be a butter knife. They're a dime a dozen. You can pick them up anywhere. So teach from essence, take over your assignment because nobody else can anyway. All right. So now, if you look at your competition as a collaborator, look, you don't have to fight anymore. You allow him to be him, and you allow yourself to be you. So I'm just me. So nobody can compete against me. If they did, they would probably not make money. They would probably lose out because it's the way I am that is going to keep me as being me, right? And so people try to imitate me. They want to see, what does Henry do with Pan the Roof, and how is he trying to sell continuity offers? How's his pricing structure? How's his products that he's doing? They're like, I'm going to try everything he's doing out, try out everything he's doing. I said it backwards. Did I say it backwards? Anyway, and so they're going to see on my website, they want to start tracking me, copying me, and they're going to start taking pictures of stuff I write down, the stuff that I share, and they'll say, I'm going to be just like Henry. You know, it will help because I can teach you what worked for me, but I don't know what works for you until you let me help you. And that's why I'm offering coaching. By the way, anybody that is on here, on Zoom and in our Facebook group, they have the opportunity to fill out an application for one of my two offers that I'm offering to the community. And I'll just tell you what it is. I have a $30,000 offer. I have a $20,000 offer. If you pay cash, it's less. That is the offer with financing. And so that is for 1 year, and I will coach you in your business from where you are to where you want to go. And see, I don't know what's going to work for you, but what's worked for me, I can give you an idea. But I want to sit and I listen to you, I coach you, I help you find the blind spots and move you on down up towards your goal. So that's very, very powerful. And you don't look at your competition as competition because you're your own creator of ideas. And you really need to get into your mind and think, what's going to work for me? Yesterday, we were talking about our higher powers. We're talking about the visual ones, same as the animals. See, hear, smell, taste, touch. But imagination is not a functionality for animals. They do not have they do not have perception. They don't have the will, the reason, imagination, intuition. Like these are all higher faculties of humans. This is what separates us from human life as far as faculties, but we also have an inner spirit that's never going to die. That's what we believe in. So God created the universe. Let's get this. Let's get this straight. God created the universe. The universe didn't create itself. So people pray to the universe. They say, thank you, universe. I pray the universe with whatever, whatever, whatever. Bang, bang. Okay, but I suggest you go further than that and talk to the creator of the universe, the creator of you. You didn't create yourself. You can't recreate yourself. Yeah, we can reproduce only and if. So there's conditions right there. But you can't recreate yourself. People are cloning people now. They're doing all these things, trying to figure out. But what they can't do is create their own human being. Well, you say they can, Henry? They are doing it. Okay, where do humans come from? There's a story that said there were some scientists that went to God, as a joke, of course, and they said, well, God, we don't need you. We figured out how to create human beings. And God says, oh, okay, sure, make a human. So he goes down on his hand and his knees. He's trying to scrape it together, the dirt. And God says, whoa, 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 that is my dirt. You got to make your own dirt. Funny, right? No, it's true, though. Just think of it. Every resource that we have, God has put here so we can find it. We can use it. Like you try to create your own cloud. You got to use water that God has given us, right? Anyway, so maybe I'm going too far. Maybe I'm going too fast. Maybe I'm going too deep. I don't know. But I know one thing. When you are coming from your true identity, teaching from essence, more people will follow you because of who you are and what you stand for. You teach them principles, you teach them strategies, and you teach them tactics. If you're a good teacher, you will always be a good storyteller, and you always have these 4 levels in mind. Never make a point without telling a story. Never tell a story without making a point. A, B, C. Okay, stop it, Henry. Whew, I'm getting so excited. All right, so that is going to be it for the YouTube community. I'm going to let you go now. Let me see if I can do that. YouTubers, you are going off. How do I do this? Let me see if I go to more and I go to live stream. I don't even know how to do that. See, I'm working on my own meeting room here today. So guess what? They're just going to be on. I don't know how to stop it. Ah! What do you do when you want to stop something and you can't? So I just want to end the recording to YouTubers. Fine. Maybe they don't want to be ended. Okay. So I was going to do a lesson on nines or numbers, but I'm going to leave that for another time. I'm not going to share that right now. So if you guys had a question, you could ask the question now. By the way, on YouTube, if you get this message, comment, put in the comments your questions that you might have, and I'll try to answer them either here or directly or into the comment section. And we'll do that. If you like this video, like it, share it with your friends. We're going to move into homework. All right, fill out the application if you haven't already, and it is in your Facebook group. I posted it in there yesterday. I put it on the chat yesterday. So tomorrow we will accept the application if that's what you want to do. All right, no money right now. Number 2, find an accountability partner in the Facebook group, because once we are done, we're going to shut down this Facebook group, and you can find people in this group if you want to connect with them, somebody to find your own accountability partner, and so you can grow together in this challenge. All right, post a testimonial video in the Facebook group about your experience with this challenge and how you would recommend it to others. That's very powerful. I always like to hear how people are doing, if you did it, if you didn't do it, why not. The other day we had like an ice challenge where you put your hand in ice for 3 minutes, and that is scary for some people because your brain wants to tell you that, oh, this hurts in 3 minutes, right? And people take an ice challenge, ice bath for 3 minutes. It revitalizes the body. It like regenerates energy. Like from where? The other thing it does, it helps you control your freak out mechanism. I know we talked about that. I'm bringing it up again because I think this is so powerful. Every morning I run. Every morning I take a cold shower. It makes me gasp. I like to shower because I don't have a hot tub, or I'm in a cold tub. So I just do the shower. I don't want to get ice cubes out every time, and that's a big deal. So I just stand and go, then I know it's cold. All right. It helps me with my freaking out. That's what I'm learning. That's what I'm learning from my mentor, and it's worked. And so I want to teach that also. All right. What else? Books and resources. I already talked about the one. You guys may not have been on here for YouTube. I am picking out a book off my shelf today. Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Thinking. Very, very good book. One of my first books leading into leadership and self-improvement. I'm going to pull out another one that made such a difference for me in my life. Discover Your Sweet Spot by Scott Fay. You got it? Take a picture. Boom, bang. You got it. 7 Steps to Create a Life of Success and Significance by Scott Fay. Forwarded by one of my favorite authors, John C. Maxwell. My name is John. He always goes, hi, my name is John. I'm your friend. And because I'm your friend, I must tell you something important. That's how he starts in the book. He's amazing. Such a good teacher. All right. And there is so many more. I don't know which one to recommend. I get those 2. They really helped me. Here's another one that was good. Which one, Henry? Here's another one. You can see that one, Zero Resistance Selling. That I read every year. That's a psycho-cybernetics book by Maxwell Malt. Very powerful book. If you're in selling, you need to read that book every year. It is so powerful. And I got this one for you, Personal Improvement Plan, 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John C. Maxwell. He said one of his biggest moves he made is when he was intentional about his personal growth. I challenge people all the time around me to work on your personal growth. What inspires you? How can you become a better person to where you are, right? Don't don't look on others and say, well, I'm so good, I've achieved so much, like I've done so much. No, how much further can you go than you are right now? And then 15 valuable laws. Okay, fine. I'm gonna stop. Fine. You just keep on chanting around, Henry. I know. I'm having so much fun. I hope you're having so much fun. I like to teach and I like to learn and I like to share what I learn because I don't want people to be behind in business or financially or in life. Like in general, like I think everybody should own an RV because I love going RVing. Boating, I don't like boating. I know some people love boats and they just go love ripping in the water. I like to watch them. I would like to have a ride on a yacht. I never had a yacht ride. So I like to do that sometime soon. And maybe someday I have my own yacht. That would be kind of nice. Bigger plane for myself. So different things inspire different people, right? So you must know what turns you on, what inspires you, what makes you want to come to work every day and work a little bit harder. What makes you want to work a little bit longer every day? Is it your family? Is it your wife? Is it like, what is it? Why would you want to get in better health? If it's not for you, do it for the sake of your family, right? What foods you eat, the places you go, the exercise. I could go on ranting and ranting, but this is important because I have seen such a difference in my life and I've only been able to sustain it because I take care of myself. If you don't want to take care of yourself, how in the world do you think other people will? If you don't see yourself as valuable, how do you think other people will? The value you see yourself with is the value that other people put on you also. If you think you're just you know, a flash in the pan kind of person, success is not here to stay. Success is something that comes and goes with the wind. And you're just in here hoping you hit the high tide. Come on, you can do better than that, right? Find your gifts, find your talents, and from 1 to 10, write down something about yourself that you like to do, and then something that you don't like to do. Maybe make a list of 20. This is always your self-improvement. This is what I've done. 1, not very good at, up to 10, I am good at, it energizes me, love it, right? And so when I sit down and do certain things, it would be 5. It de-energizes me. It makes me feel powerless, not powerful. And so when you figure out what you're good at, stay in that space as much as you can and delegate the rest. Oh, I'm giving you some more tips. All right, this is what I will coach you with. You delegate the rest to someone else, that you pay somebody to come and do that empowers them. That's what is called team. Together, everyone achieves more. Together, we are all better. So glad you're here today. This is not by mistake. This is not by accident. This is by design. Thank you so much. Please, please share it with someone that you care about or someone you think should watch this. Until next time, God bless. Be blessed by the best. And see you tomorrow as we start at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Day 5 challenge. With that, I'm going to hit end.